It's a privilege to be asked to market a home such as this. Quintessential Devon longhouse with an exemplary interior blending modern, contemporary and traditional. It's got some real history to it. And within the grounds are 2 further cottages. You've got fly fishing, you've got orchards, you've got formal gardens, you've got vegetable kitchen gardens, you've got greenhouses. The list just goes on. I'd love to show you around. Come in. So stepping through that fine front door, you are greeted and welcomed by this dining hall. Currently set up as a refectory table, as 6, easily seat 8, and behind me is the kitchen, family and a breakfast room if you don't want to be formal entertaining. This is part of the oldest part of the house here, and just take note of the beams and the trusses through the roof here. Welcome to the drawing room through this cathedral arch door. This is a splendid room. If you want a break from being outside or want to cosy up of an evening, log burner going, sun coming through the windows as it sets, this room will take a lot of beating. And again, you've got some amazing roof beams above. So if you didn't want to have a dining hall but wanted a formal dining room, set on the other side of the drawing room is this wonderful room. Again, low window, overlooking the front, sun of an evening setting through the windows. Great big wonderful tiles across the flooring, and off to the right is an ideal room as a wine cellar. So leading in from the older part of the house, you come into a more modern part as such. There's a plethora of oak. It's galleried. You've got floor to ceiling windows, and out through the door there on the right is a real tumbling waterfall door open. You just hear it permeating throughout. You've got a gas log effect fire. Great room this, because you've got formal behind me, you've got family area here, and you come into the kitchen. For somebody who loves cooking, this kitchen is just incredible. You have got a 5-ring Arga range cooker with electric ovens. You've got an oil-fired 4-oven Arga warming plate. You've got this central area where you can just sit and be sociable with everybody, or they can be in the main room over there. I mean, it's just zoned, but social. And then leading through into the conservatory, garden room, which then overlooks the terrace down to the river. Stepping through that front door and seeing part of the old history of the house, this is something you would not expect to see. But in the turn of the century, this extension was put on and blends seamlessly with the old part, giving a real contemporary feel. Formerly had been used as a main bedroom, but currently used as a fine library, and a study off to my right from over the patio, looking down to the river, and here just looking up the lawns and the garden that have been created by our client. Currently used as the main bedroom with a very stylish ensuite just down a couple of steps over there to my left. Particular note is this frieze, grapevine frieze that goes round the room. Very similar to work done by the Abbott family of Freehold and reputedly put in by the sort of mid-17th century. The date 1710 with initials RC are evident of the wall of one of the bedrooms, as seen in the current photograph. It may have been done up to 100 years before, and its presence was recognised by the church and consecrated by the Bishop of Wells as a private chapel, as per the records of the parish church of Exbourne, 1710. So before you get to the main house, so easily separable if you want to rent it out as an income stream, you've got the former dairy. You've got open plan living downstairs, amazing space with a log burner at the end, very smart kitchen. Upstairs through a spiral staircase, you've got big double bedroom and a very large bedroom with bunks and probably space for more beds in there. Downstairs you've got a cloakroom, and off on the left here you've got freezer rooms and further storage. This is heated by oil central heating. To the right, as you look, or to my left, you've got this incredible cob barn. A lot of use can be had out of this, again subject to consents. It has corrugated roof, does need some work, but inside the timbering is just beautiful. So coming down the tree-lined driveway, and it's got primulas and primroses alongside it at the moment, you come to this beautiful building. It's all about the timber and the light. Open plan living downstairs, you've got a kitchen, dining, sitting area, doors out of the decking, looking down through the apple orchard, which you can see in blossom over there. Very smart shower room, and then upstairs, your mezzanine floor with double bedroom and twin bedded room. It's set well away from the house, potentially an income stream, or as our clients have used, they just want their privacy, and people can come and stay in their own areas around here. So what is also an absolute treasure for this house is you've got double bank fishing for about 500 metres down there. So fly fishing rod, catch your own supper. It runs with salmon right down to the weir at Monkhampton. Better way of spending a day, being cut off from everybody, turn the mobile off. So this is the formal part of the gardens, created by our clients. You've got a pond, rockery. And beyond you've got rough pasture land. You can hear the winds coming through at the moment. That seat strategically placed just to soak up the atmosphere and the ambience. And you've got sound of Fetinier on the left over there, just rustling in the wind. And that great backdrop over there. So just up from the pond and rockery there, magnificent polytunnel. Somebody who wants a good life? This takes a lot of beating, and I'll show you more in a moment. So linking the polytunnel to the kitchen garden and the greenhouses and fruit cages, sheds, magnificent olive tree. That is just, it's got feeling all over it, and that trunk is something to look at. And then you've got this arbour that twists round behind the apple trees and the blossom, taking up to the formal vegetable gardens. What a great place to wander of an evening. So somebody wants to really consider the good life. You've got about 15 raised beds here. The greenhouse has got power inside it and water. Imagine just cropping through the season everything that you've grown here and just enjoying it at home or outside. So also within the site you've got this substantial agricultural building. You've got sort of tractor area there on the left hand side, you've got stabling. This could offer a myriad of uses. It's block built with what looks like asbestos corrugated sheet roofing. You've got power and light. Your choice, what you make of it. So finishing off the tour of this wonderful home. I mean, it's just tucked away. You've got fields. You've got Splinter 2, currently sheep in it. You've got a long driveway coming down. On the opposite side, you've got a former ménage now set up as a children's play area. I'm Adrian from Fine & Country. If you'd like to know more, do give me a ring on 01 805 626 999 or email me on adrian.hardwick@fineandcountry.com. I'd love to talk to you about this and show you it. This is going to make somebody really, really happy.